do not let the insurance companies take your settlement. Okay? So what am I talking about here? Mark Schondorf, HS Injury Law. If you've been injured, you're entitled to compensation. You may be entitled to compensation. And of course, we lawyers can help you get that. And of course, we lawyers, because you don't want to pay us $400 or $500 an hour for us to do our jobs, because you don't have that, we're allowed to take a piece of the action percentage, which is great. It incentivizes us to work harder for you and get you a greater recovery, get you more money. The more money you make, the more money we make. It's fantastic. Love capitalism. But there is something creeping in there, and this applies especially to people who try to handle this stuff themselves. You are not only trying to fight the insurance company on the other side of this case to get money from them, but once you have the money, there are insurance companies that are going to try to take some of that money for themselves in the form of what's called a lien, usually a medical lien. Okay, so what kind of insurance companies do this? Well, you have your health insurance companies, you have your med pay on your own auto policy. That's a whole other video. But what happens is you go get treatment and your health insurance pays for that treatment. It feels like they don't pay for it, I know. But still, they pay for a chunk of it. And what ends up happening is you get me involved because you got injured. I go and I request these medical records from the hospital, and the hospital says, whoa, there's a lawyer involved here. Someone's getting money. And so what they do is they have their hand out. If you read in the contract that you signed when it comes to your health insurance, which of course you didn't because who does, it says they're allowed to do this, that if you recover the medical expenses that they spent on your behalf, they're entitled to get that back. And so what they're going to do is they're going to assert a lien. So not only are you paying me, but you're paying for my costs, and then now you got to pay back your health insurance company, and how much does that leave for you? Well, here's what we do for you, right? We adjudicate those liens. We negotiate those liens. There are laws, there are statutes in place that limit how much they're allowed to take. And it kind of puts them in a nice little box so that you have this whole pie and they only get this much of it. And of course they want the whole thing, and we kind of have to keep them there. And they know this. So that's part of the service that we provide. We will reach out to them. We will negotiate those liens. We will negotiate them down, settle for pennies on the dollar, because they know that it wasn't for me, they wouldn't get anything, and they should be happy to get anything at all, quite frankly. And that it doesn't come back to haunt you ever again. Because if you do this on your own and you don't deal with those liens properly, then they can come after you, come after your paycheck. You don't want that to happen. So if you have an issue, don't go it alone. I'm here to help. Mark Schondorf, HS Injury Law, serious injuries, serious help. Call us, 888-LAW-9008, chicago-injury.com.